Hey everyone! Winsnap Arts is counting down to Christmas. That means every day until Christmas there'll be a new tutorial up on my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to do a good Sugarplum fairy and an evil Sugarplum fairy. So if you're interested, keep on watching and I hope you enjoy! After I've applied my foundation, I'm highlighting all of the high points of my face. This being the tops of my cheekbones, down the center of my nose, my forehead, cupid's bow, and chin. I decided my illuminator didn't have enough shine, so I'm going in with a white metallic shadow and patting that on with my fingers. If you're wondering what products I'm using, they are always listed in the description box. Next, taking a medium purple shadow, I'm carving out under my cheekbones. I'm applying this just like I would my normal everyday contour, the only difference is that it's purple. I'm also applying this onto my temples and bringing that across my forehead and close to my hairline. And of course, I'm going to contour my nose with this shade as well. I'm also bringing that contour up and connecting it to the front of my brows. Next, I'm going underneath my nose and carving out that center little ball of my nose. And now that our contours are perfect, I'm moving on to the eyes. I'm going to start with the eyebrows today. Usually I do it the other way around, but I'm filling them in with a light purple face paint. I'm following my natural shape for this, nothing special, just fill them in how you would like. Next, I'm going to pat 3 different eyeshadow shades on top of that. For the first third of my brow, I'm patting on a shade that is really close to this face paint, but it has some sparkle in it. For that middle third, I'm going for a shade that's slightly darker. And then for the outer third of my eyebrow on the tail, I'm going for a dark plum color. I'm gradually building up this color and making sure to blend it into that medium purple. For eyeshadow, I'm starting by blending a shimmery pink into the crease as a transitional shade. This will make it easier to blend other shadows on top of. Next, I'm taking a light pink across the lid and through the crease, and I'm gradually building that up in the outer V. I'm also going to keep these eyes really rounded on that outer corner. I want it to look more like a circle instead of pulling it out into a wing or anything like that. I'm just gradually building up that shadow on the outer corner by patting it and not swiping it, but then I'm blending it through the crease and making sure that it's really soft and pretty. Next, I'm taking a highlight shade and sweeping that under the lid on the inner corner, the first third of my eyelid, and under my brow. Next, I'm going back in with a light purple and blending everything out and continuing to build up that outer V. I had this purple roll-on shimmer hanging out, so I was like, why not use it? And I put that on and blended it through, and then I decided the purple was a little bit too cool toned, so I took a magenta and I ran that through the crease as well. Next, I'm going in with that same plum color from the brows and doing a bit of a shadow liner with a small wing. I'm not planning on wearing falsies for this look, but I'm still going to curl my lashes to give them some lift. This will also make your eyes seem wider open, so if you're having a late morning and you don't have time to put on makeup, this will help your eyes look less tired. Now I'm going in with a purple colored mascara and putting that on my upper and lower lids. I have really dark lashes, so this doesn't usually show up too well, as you can see here. I'm starting off by using a coral lipstick on my lips, and then I decided to go in and use that roll-on shimmer as well. The lipstick worked as a base to hold onto it, so that was great. I'm starting by just rolling it on first, and then what I did was I rolled a whole bunch of the product onto the back of my hand and used a brush to go in and clean up the details. I'm making sure to get these lines really nice looking. I don't want any messy shimmer on the corners of my mouth or outside of the lines where I want it to be. Once you have your lips done, that is it for our good Sugarplum fairy. And now it's time to darken everything up and make her a little bit more evil. So I'm going under the cheekbones with a gray shadow, and I'm drawing this more in a angular shape. I want my cheeks to look sunken in. And I'm also doing this on the forehead. I'm creating a small C shape in my temple. This will make you look more sunken in and more like a skull. And I'm starting with the gray shadow and then going over it with a black shadow and blending that out. I'm also going to draw a pretty crisp line under my cheekbones to give me those maleficent cheekbones. Now I'm going in with a purpley magenta shade and blending out from that black line. I'm also going to do this on the cheekbones and down the vertical line of that shading. Then I'm just going to use a fluffy brush to blend that out a little more, and it's onto the eyes. I'm using a C-shaped brush to pat little scale feather type things around my eyes. I'm starting with the lightest color, which is a hot pink, and then moving into a purple, and then patting black shadow all over my lid. I want this to look messy, but you want it to be intentionally messy. There's a fine line between it being fashionably messy and it just being plain messy. So I'm going in even more, and I'm going to pull that black down from the inner corner, and I'm also going to darken up. I gotta contour my nose before I forget. And I'm doing the same thing, pulling that contour into the beginning of our brows. Now I'm going in with a smudging brush with some black shadow and going under my eyelid, and then I'm going in with a liquid liner and drawing a pretty sizable wing in the inner corner. Once that's just how you want it, go in with a black eyeliner on the waterline and then smudge that out a little bit more. Next, I decided to go in and add some veins with that light purple face paint, and these are really pretty easy. Usually I let the brush do most of the work and just sort of wiggle my hand. And then I'm just cleaning up and making different parts thicker or thinner. And after that, I'm going in with that same black shadow on that small brush and putting that over like the first third of those veins. I'm not being too neat with that because I'm going over with the smudging brush now. One thing that I am making sure of is that you can't see the base of those veins on the lower lid. Now I'm using a matte black lipstick to go over and do that same padding effect on the lips. I want this to look like there's like tar coming from inside my mouth or something. And that's it, you are all done. Whether you want to be a good fairy or a scary fairy is completely up to you. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe and don't forget to come back tomorrow for the very last countdown to Christmas video. Bye!